Hello nerds and welcome to another Loquacious Kosmo video because I guess that's a thing that is happening right now. Today is a sad day because we are mad about things that are happening since 2015. Yeah, I know there are things happening with Epstein files and stuff like that. Who cares? This is important, right? What is going on with Kronos, the Skywars map? What were they thinking? Honestly, it's a disgrace in human decency. Honestly, it baffles me how many megabytes of digital storage or physical, I do not know what they use, SSD or HDD, does not matter. The gigabytes being chugged whilst millions of players on Hypixel get to experience the disgrace that is playing Chronos on Skywars is disgusting, honestly, and I do not know why not many other people talk about it. It's honestly pathetic. It's also, this video does not have a script as always. This is why you are subscribed to the JamesKosmo channel. Alright, let's clear this weather. Alright, so the commands were typed and the weather was cleared, the coke was cracked, and I'm ready to do this video. Alright, so let's think about what, in case you do not know what is going on, then I do not care, just leave the video. For those who know, you know. Alright, so basically Kronos is a map that is made of 12 islands. Now you see the important, I'm gonna talk a bit about the name a bit later because that's important. But yeah, basically it's a circular map, obviously made of 12 islands. Yeah, pretty standard stuff that are all connected in the middle. Here's a picture. All right, so now let's analyze how a Skywars game begins. So basically what usually happens is you have your starter island containing usually 3 chests, maybe more, maybe less, it does not matter, that's a good number. And then you bridge over, you bridge over, let's see, yeah, insane. You bridge over to the like in between island that is usually smaller than your starting island. Sometimes, so honestly, it's kind of the same thing. Maybe it has more volume, but it doesn't matter. Loot-wise, it's a bit worse than your island. So it has to contain like one, maybe 2 chests. All right, and then from there you have to travel to your middle island, where this is where you want to be. You want to be in the middle because this is where all the loot is, and honestly, you're in the middle, so you can like kind of janitor everybody and honestly keep things clear in general in case you are the first to be there. And it has the best loot, obviously. Now, this is how things should work. But twist my teeth and call me Susie, this is not what happens in many maps, and Kronos is one of them, and it's honestly quite notorious for being a little, inbred looking map compared to its other cousins, I guess. So what is happening in Kronos, right? And don't get me wrong, there are other good maps that do not follow that recipe, I guess. But Kronos takes the recipe and it completely Epsteins it. It completely molests it. It is not a great sight to see because what it does, it basically makes a circle of islands connected with one block with bridges to the middle, which you have to also bridge upwards to do it. I mean, here I better have a bunch of footage or pictures or anything like that. So what ends up happening is this. Let me show you. Alright, so here we have the only image that I could find of Kronos, and it's horrible, I know, but it deserves having such a bad screenshot of it. The only available one that is so good, basically. Alright, so let's see here. So right here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Well, what is this 9? I do not care. 10, 11, 12. Does this seem familiar? It is a clock. Alright, this is a clock. And guess what? Chronos in Greek means time. So do you see what these cheeky devs did there? Do you see what they did there? Also, it was like a god, like the most powerful being in Greek mythology. You didn't care about that, alright? Basically, it means time, and that being was so strong because it could control time. But we are not nerds here. You are the nerds. Anyhow, subscribe to my channel. So basically, what is supposed to happen? Alright, let's get rid of those numbers. What is supposed to happen is that you spawn here, let's say this is you, alright, and you're supposed to loot these 2 chests if you want. Otherwise, you can just run, and oh, look at this, immediately you can just jump immediately to the like middle section. Not the middle section, sorry, I mean this is supposed to be middle, but in reality this is kind of the middle. But you know what I mean, the secondary islands, let's call them. So you can immediately go to the secondary islands, which completely eliminates the whole idea of them, because you're supposed to like normally you would have to go from the start to the like before start to the like middle. So this part just gets completely erased. So you basically just have from here, you have to immediately like this is one area. And then you have to take the largest risk of your goddamn life, which doesn't matter honestly. You will die and nobody will care for you, but it's okay. You have to take this path right here. It might seem minuscule and like non-important, but you see, this is the scariest part, alright? Because everybody's throwing things at you, everybody hates you and wants you dead. And once you reach here, you might be like, "Oh, amazing! This is wonderful. I've made it. I've won video games." But no, no, no. This is not on the same level as this. Basically, this is a bridge, and this is your epic loot table of goodness and cover and everything. So basically, what has to be done is that you have to slowly bridge upwards in order to get all the good stuff. Now, mind you that you can immediately go to here, right? And there is no cover, zero, like everything you can get hit from anywhere currently, right? So, if all the players go here, then your chances of surviving are like very little to none. So let's say that you do strategy 1, everybody goes in the middle, and this is supposed to be like a clock thing, this is supposed to be like Chronos or I don't even know, but you all go to the middle. Some people die, some people do not make it, honestly, and then you start like moving around this place and you start doing PvP and you'll end up falling into the void. This is strategy 1. Or the second thing that can happen is that you like start jumping across the map, or maybe from these parts down here. And Jiminy Christmas, do you see it? Do you see what this map is? It's an actual fucking vortex. It's just a piece of shit. It's a toilet. That is what it is. This is a toilet being flushed. This is how bad this map is. The whole strategy is you being the piece of shit that gets flushed down the toilet. Do you want to be the piece of shit getting flushed down the toilet? Because this is what's happening. This is your life in this map. You are just a piece of shit that gets flushed down the middle. You're either gonna get spun around for a while before eventually falling to your death, or you will like manage to stick right here. Like this is basically if you manage to somehow stick in the middle, then you basically won the game. So if you are anywhere inside this area, whilst other people are around you, then you've won the area. You've won the video game. Because this map, these chests are unobtainable if the guy in the middle has projectiles, because you cannot like bridge over. It will take a while. Nobody wants that. And like if you are on these bridges, you just have to build up walls. Now, if more than one person is in the middle, then, a fight erupts, and I guess things are happening whilst the people from the outside are trying to come in. It's a whole mess. It's a whole mess. And you're likely, if you do not die from the initial projectile spam by the ecologists building immediate bridges, or like the farmers throwing eggs at you, then you will most likely die trying to bridge upwards by the same people. And if you somehow manage to go in the mid, you have to fight your way through people having maybe better loot than you, or with the great loot that you've gathered, you have to fight through all the janitoring because people will target you. And if you go through all that, then you have to play the slow, boring, soul-sucking piece of shit designed awkward gameplay of trying to throw off the people building walls and bridges around you, because they're not tedious. They will not try to approach a guy with like 4 chests with full diamond armor at this point. I mean, we're playing normal. Diamond armor is not a thing anymore, but with like full iron armor and diamond boots, diamond helmet, and with a bunch of kills. Like you will not try to enter the fortress of distraction and like no life. You will not do that, because you cannot kill the one which has no life. It's impossible. And a person who has killed the whole lobby and then has also stolen all the loot is basically untouchable at that point. Like if you lose that game, and you also have pearls. Let's be honest, you statistically have pearls, and if you don't, you can just wait 3 cycles of chest refilling and you will be fine. And the other person will try to make a massive circle around the whole toilet bowl to just completely fail at beating you, because they're not pulling anything good. Trust me, they're not. So basically, this whole map is a huge lottery. It's honestly just a toilet bowl being flushed actively if you watch any match of it. So yeah, I mean that was kind of a shorter video. I hope. Anyhow, subscribe, nerds.